Okay, the journey begins. Yes, let's talk about what you're going to learn in Group 1 nouns. Advice, alcohol, analysis, area, attitude, blood, body, bone, border, boyfriend. Okay, so we have a nice group of 10 signs, 10 nouns. Now I'm going to teach them to you one by one. So yes, that means we have a separate video lesson for each sign, where we're going to learn it, practice it, talk about it, hand shapes, hand motions, all that stuff. And after we've learned all 10 signs, after you've learned all 10 signs, we'll have review. Yes, this means you'll be signing, and you'll also watch me and try to understand what I'm signing. Well, let's jump in. Let's learn these signs. Let's do it. Here is the sign for advice. Okay, we're going to use both hands. I'm right-handed, so with my non-dominant hand, for me left, I'm going to make this hand shape right here. We're just going to put the fingers together, thumb alongside. Now take that, put it down here, palm facing down. That's our platform. With your dominant hand, I'm right-handed, we're going to start by making this hand shape right here. Basically just taking the fingers, putting them together, and putting them down on the tip of the thumb. Okay, now we're going to put that down here, about basically where your knuckles line up. Just put it right down there. And then we're going to go 1, 2. Advice. Advice. All right, once again, you got that platform. This hand shape right here. Put it down there. And then just go 1, 2. All right, from the side. Advice. Other side. From the front again. All right, so starting from the rest position, sign with me. What's that? What is the rest position? Well, I call it the rest position right here where our hands are like this. If you've ever watched sign language interpreters, when they're not signing, their hands are usually about here somewhere because they can quick spring into action and start signing. Okay, so when we're doing practice signing, we're going to start in the rest position. So sign with me. Let's start at the rest position. We're going to sign advice 3 times. Here we go. Advice. 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 Okay, so in this sign, to remember it, it makes me think of like someone is hiding in wait down here and they're just waiting to spring out and tell you what's on their mind. So they're here and then all of a sudden, they come out with their advice. Or you can maybe like, there's a horn or something. Either way, you have it down here and it just comes out twice. Now this sign, this concept also works for other words in English. A couple are influence, like I'm under their influence. Influence. And what else? There was another one. It was counsel. Yes, counsel. Like I'm going to you for counsel because I need your advice. Counsel. Okay, so quick review. Non-dominant hand, for me, I'm right-handed, so my non-dominant hand's right here. Make this hand shape, flat hand, put it down there, that's our platform. Now take your dominant hand, gonna go like this, make this hand shape. We're putting it right here, about lined up with our knuckles. Start on one side, kind of like you're hiding down here, and then just jump out twice. 1, 2. Advice. Advice. Okay, we just talked about how to sign advice. Here is the sign for alcohol. Okay, we're going to use both hands and the hand shapes are the same. Yes, we're going to use devil horns. Okay, like you're rocking out, right? These hand shapes right here. Now, how do we make them? Well, start like this. The middle 2 fingers are going to go down, and then you're going to pin them down with your thumb. Or you can say your thumb in front. So we have the horns, right? Okay, so I'm right-handed. With my non-dominant hand, my left hand, I'm going to put it about right there. Now I'm going to take my dominant hand and I'm just going to tap twice on top. So I'm using this part, the bottom part of the hand right here, just going right on top. 1, 2. Alcohol. Alcohol. From the side, alcohol. From the other side, alcohol. From the front again. Okay, so starting from the rest position, sign with me. Let's do it 3 times. Alcohol. Okay, so maybe a way to remember is that in certain situations, alcohol is the devil. So remember the devil horns. Yes, okay. Non-dominant hand, put it down there. Dominant hand, tap twice on top. Alcohol. Okay, we just talked about how to sign alcohol. Here is the sign for analysis. Okay, the hand shapes are the same for both hands. Wonderful. We're going to use the letter V, both hands, right? We'd also say the number 2. We could say peace man, right? Now, how do we make a V? Well, go like this. Pinky, ring finger down, thumb on the front, in the front, on top of the ring finger. Now we have our V's. Okay, now the idea is look at them as kind of like claws. You're trying to dig into things. You're snooping around because you're analyzing to perform an analysis. So you're digging around, okay? So that's the idea. Now take those V's, put them about here, all right? Palms facing forward. Now we're going to do 2 motions. We're going to go like this. 1, 2, all right? So there's a bag of information, whatever, and we're digging into it, all right? 1, 2. Kind of a circular motion right here. 1, 2. Like there's something there and you're opening it up, opening it up. Analysis. Analysis. From the side. Analysis. Other side. Analysis. From the front again. Okay, rest position, sign with me. Let's do analysis 3 times. Analysis. Analysis. All right, quick review. Hand shapes are the same. The letters V, or we could say peace man, right? So we have those V's. Put them about here, fingers straight at the top. Now we're gonna bend the bunny ears down as we go down 1 and go down again. All right, so straight, curved, straight, curved. Analysis. 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 Okay, we just talked about how to sign analysis. Here is the sign for area. Okay, use your dominant hand. I'm right-handed, and the hand shape is just a flat hand, fingers spread apart. Now we're going to put it about here, palm facing down, and we're just going to do 1 circle. All right, so it goes from the outside to the inside, and that's it. Area. Area. From the side. From the other side. Okay, from the front again. Area. All right, rest position, sign with me. Let's do it 3 times. Area. Area. Okay, so what would be a way to remember this? Well, pretend you're washing a car, or you're watching someone washing a car, and they're going to wash the roof of the car. So they go like this, and they go like this. Aha! Same motion, same hand shape for area. Area. All right, remember, open hand flat, right there, palm facing down. Use your dominant hand and just do a circle. 1 time. Area. Okay, we just talked about how to sign area. Here is the sign for attitude. Okay, use your dominant hand. I'm right-handed. We're going to make the hand shape of the letter A from the alphabet. A, B, C, right? A. How do you make an A? Well, go like this. Fingers together. Put them down here like you're going to start making a fist, but just leave the thumb here at the side. So we have A. Okay, so take that A. We're going to go about here. We're going to go a circle and then in. All right? So the A's here. Bring it over here, do a little circle, and then go straight into your chest. So when you finish, you're still in the A hand shape. You're just pressing against your chest. And this part right here is what's touching your chest. All right, so we have attitude. We have the circle, and then bring it in. Attitude. From the side. Attitude. From the other side. Attitude. All right, from the rest position, sign with me. Let's do attitude 3 times. Attitude. Attitude. Okay, quick review. Hand shape. Going to use the letter A. Put it about here. Do a circle. When you're doing the circle, you can approach and get closer to your chest. Just make sure you leave some space out there. So you do that circle, and then you can bring it in. Attitude. Now, when you're signing this sign, facial expressions are so important in American Sign Language. They add so much information. So I'm going to sign this in 2 different ways, and you think, what extra information might I be trying to convey, even though I'm not signing anything extra? All right, here we go. Okay, hopefully, when I went like this, you might be thinking, oh, he's talking about someone with a horrible attitude and just don't want to be around them. Or when I went like this, that must be someone with an attitude we like. All right? Just by putting the facial expression, you get so much. Right? Okay, we just talked about how to sign attitude. A hand shape, make that circle, bring it in. Attitude. Okay. Here is a sign for blood. Okay, we're going to use both hands, and the hand shape is exactly the same for both hands. We're just going to use the open hand here, fingers spread apart, just the flat hand. We could also say the number 5. Aha, right. Okay, so I'm right-handed, non-dominant hand, still in the hand 5 hand shape here. Going to put it right here, all right, about right there, palm facing in. Now this one's not going to move, it's just going to hang out there stationary. Dominant hand, for me, my right hand, I'm going to start on top, a little bit on the outside, all right, a little bit in front, and I'm just going to bring it down and flutter the fingers. Blood. Blood. Imagine like a trickle of blood and it's trickling down and we're, fluttering to show trickling. Something like that. Blood. From the side. Blood. Other side. Blood. From the front again. Blood. Okay, rest position, sign with me. Let's do it 3 times. Blood. Blood. Okay, quick review. Number 5, hand shapes. Just open hand, fingers spread apart. Non-dominant hand, put it about here. It's just going to stay there. It's not going to move. Dominant hand here, a little bit up and a little bit out front so we can go in front. And as we're going down, we're going to flutter the fingers. Blood. Blood. Okay, we just talked about how to sign blood. Here is the sign for body. Okay, the hand shapes are the same for both hands. We're just going to use this hand shape right here, a flat hand. Start like this, fingers together, thumbs alongside. Now we're going to turn them in, and they're going to not be touching, but parallel with each other, straight line here. Now we're going to tap once on our chest, tap once on our stomach, abdomen area. So we have body. Body. From the side. Body. Other side. Body. From the front again. Okay, starting from the rest position, sign with me. Let's do it 3 times. Body, body, body. Okay, hand shapes. Remember flat hands here, fingers together, thumbs alongside. Turn them in, palms facing in. They're at about the same level. Now start on your chest, tap once, and then go down and tap on your stomach once again. 1, 2. Makes body. Body. Okay, we just talked about how to sign body. Here is the sign for bone. Okay, the hand shapes are going to be the same for both hands. Now let's start by making the hand shape for the letter V. Let's make the letter V. Or we could just say peace man, or the number 2. How do you make a V? Go like this, pinky ring finger down, take your thumb, put it in front on top of the ring finger. Now we have these hand shapes right here. Now pretend these are bunny ears. Now bend the bunny ears down. Suddenly we have the hand shapes we need for bone. Okay, I'm right-handed. With my non-dominant hand, I'm going to put it here, palm facing in, okay, a little bit space out. With my dominant hand, I'm going to put it in front. Now we have a cross here, and we're going to bring them together twice. 1, 2. Bone. Bone. From the side, bone, bone. Other side, bone. From the front again. Okay, rest position, sign with me. Let's do it 3 times. Bone, bone. Okay, quick review of the hand shapes. Start with the letters V. Take those bunny ears, curve them down. That's what we need. Non-dominant hand right there, palm facing in. Dominant hand right here. We're crossing at about the wrists. Now just 1, 2. Now you can say they're moving in towards each other. You could just tap with one hand if you want. That's fine. 1, 2 is bone. Bone. Okay, we just talked about how to sign bone. Here is the sign for border. Okay, the hand shapes are going to be the same. We're going to use the letter I, like from the alphabet, right? How do you make an I? Well, just stick up your pinky. That's one way. The longer way, we could say like this. Fingers together. Index, middle, and ring finger down. Put your thumb in front. Pinky sticking up there. That's an I. Okay, let's take those eyes, let's put them here so the palms are facing in. We're going to touch the tips of the eyes, and we're just going to pull straight out. We're going to make an imaginary line in the air. All right, that is border. Border. From the side, border, border. Other side, border. Okay. Rest position, sign with me. Let's do border 3 times. Border. Okay, a few things about this sign. Let's see, where should we start? Let's start with an alternate sign for border. This is a different sign, same meaning, just another way of doing it. Okay, I've also seen border sign like this. Okay, where the hand shapes are like this. Non-dominant hand goes in front. Take this one and just slide up your arm. Makes sense? You know, there's a nice line there. There's a border. There's the border. Right? That's an alternate version. To be consistent in this course, I'm always going to sign border like this with the eyes. Border. Okay, now this sign here, the same movement, the same sign, can mean multiple different things depending on the context. Okay, so I've seen that this can be used for line, string, wire. Okay, so how do we know what it means right? Well, just think of it this way. Spoken English is very uncommon for someone to walk up to you and say a single word, like pie. And expect you to know if they mean, pie, the food that you eat, cherry pie, or do they mean pie like the mathematical concept 3.14? Now it's the same in sign language. It's very rare, probably won't happen, that someone comes up to you and just goes like this. with absolutely no context. Well, we're talking about countries and like this, border, right? We're talking about fixing something. I might need the wire. We're like drawing something. Oh, I need a line. Or my shoes, I need to fix something, tie something up, string. So, to make it long story short, you'll have context to know what this means. Now, in this course, we're just going to focus on the sign for border. All right. So every time I'm going like this, I'm going to be talking about border. Okay. All right. Quick review. Hand shape's going to be the letters I. The letter I. Take those tips of the I's and put them together and just go straight out. Border. Border. Okay. We just talked about how to sign border. Here's how we sign boyfriend. Okay, now you're thinking, I think I saw two signs there. And I would say yes. Just like in English, it's a compound word, boy, friend. Well, in American Sign Language, we have boy, one sign, and friend, another sign. Okay, you're going to learn two signs in this lesson. All right. Okay, so let's start with boy. Here's what it looks like. Boy. Boy. Okay, so the hand shape's going to be like this, fingers together. It's going to be coming down and touching the thumb, right? Now just close it up once you get to your forehead. Boy. Boy. From the side. Boy. From the other side. Boy. Boy. Front again. Boy. Okay, now we need friend. Here's how we sign friend. All right, use both hands. We're going to use our index fingers. I'm right-handed, so my non-dominant hand, I'm going to put that one right here, palm facing up, index fingers sticking out. Take my dominant hand, that index finger, put it on top. All right, now we're going to go one. Now we're going to flip over and do the exact same thing, just on the opposite side. All right, so I'm dominant hand right here. That one's on top, and now flip it. That is friend. 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 All right, notice how the index fingers don't really stay straight. They kind of curve a little bit, if you can see that. Friend. From the side. Friend. Friend. Other side. From the front again. Okay, now we have two signs. We have boy and we have friend. Now to make boyfriend, we just make sure there's not a lot of space in between the word to make it a compound sign. So you wouldn't go like this. Right? That would be two separate boy, and then there's a friend. We want boyfriend, so put them together. Just like that. Here we go. Boyfriend. From the side. Other side. From the front again. Okay, so basically just try to be fluid when you're going boy to friend. Okay, rest position, sign with me. Let's do boyfriend 3 times. Boyfriend. Okay, good. So we learned quite a lot in this lesson. We learned 3 different words, really. Boy, friend, and boyfriend. Okay, so for boy, remember, go like this. When you get to your forehead, close it up. Boy, boy. Friend, index fingers, non-dominant hand there, dominant hand on top. 1, 2. Friend. Now for boyfriend, put them together. Nice fluid movement. Boy, friend. Boy, friend. Okay, we just talked about how to sign boyfriend. What's this? You've already learned how to sign 10 nouns? 10 signs? Well done. Way to go. Well, I know that it's time for testing. Okay, right. And psst, you may want to pay attention because this is the testing format for the entire course. All right, when we do review and testing, we do it in two parts. The first part will be signing. See that hand down there? And the second part will be understanding, recognition, okay? Let's talk about the first part. Well, better yet, how about I just show you, okay? We're going to do a mini quiz, which is the signing portion, all right? So you watch me, and then we'll talk about it. And I'm going to put on my glasses because when I put on my glasses for review, I don't talk. I'll be quiet and we'll just communicate in sign language, okay? So here's an example testing part where you sign, okay? Okay, so did you see how it worked? Well, first I did a little intro, all right? So I said, you look at that, whatever's up there, and you sign. Then I think I gave you a thumbs up, something like that. You can do it. All right. Then I went to the screen where it actually had the sign, and it was something that we've already learned, all right? So I'm only going to show you things that we've already went over, all right? In this section, it's specifically going to be group 1 nouns. Okay, so I showed it to you, and I ran the timer. The timer was for 3 seconds. Now, this is your opportunity. You can pause the video, pause the timer, and take your time and sign whatever I show you, or you can race the timer and try to do it more quickly. I'm going to show you stuff in random order. All right, so keep you guessing. All right, after the timer's up, then I'm going to sign. All right, and you can compare your answer with mine. All right, so that is the first part where you're signing. You sign. All right, in the second part of review, in the understanding part, the recognition part, there won't be a timer, but you will have me. Okay, so I'm going to sign, and you try to understand what I'm doing. Now let's do the same thing. I'll show you how it works, a little quick mini quiz here, and then we'll talk about it, okay? Glasses on. Okay, so that is how the understanding review sections work. All right, so I did a little introduction. I said, I sign, you take a look at me, watch what I'm doing. He's doing something, and then, aha, when you understand what I'm doing, shout it out loud, all right? So I signed it, and then I showed you the answer, and I signed it again. Okay, so remember, when we do a review, in this section, this review part only, we're going to be doing group 1 signs. I'll be throwing them at you random order. We'll do 2 review parts, one where you sign, and then also an understanding part where I sign. And in both parts of the review, wearing the glasses, only communicated in sign language. All right, what an opportunity. Let's do it. Let's jump in and do some review. In this course, you're going to learn how to sign and understand noun signs in American Sign Language. How many? 120 of them. Yes, that's right. Okay, we took those 120 signs and we divided them up into groups of 10. So that's 12 groups of 10 signs each. Okay, each individual noun sign has its own video where we go over hand shapes, hand positions, hand movements. We do it from side to side so you can see all the angles, and we do lots of practice. Right. After we've learned 10 signs in one group, we'll do mini review. After we've done 3 groups of 10 signs, we'll do mid review. And after we've done everything in the whole course, we'll do final review and testing, where we cover and test you on everything in the course. Yes. Okay. Now, what kind of testing do we do? Well, we always do it in 2 parts. We do signing and we do understanding. Very important to do both sides if you want to improve your skills. Yes. And you might be thinking, okay, so what kind of nouns did you choose? Well, we took a long time to identify and make a nice long list of nouns which will help you out in everyday use, that are common, practical, that you can use immediately. Right. Okay, we got a lot of content. There's a lot for you to learn. You can boost your skills, sign, practice, get tested, review. It's all in there. Okay, have fun. Boost your skills.